like
gagged.
rear gas, if you know what I mean, dude.
Pause. What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I am joined with my buddy, my wonder bro, my not best man. I'm your best man. How about I just call you what you are? The fucking Ninny of the week.
I knew that was coming. Don't call me
I was
your
just trying to,
buddy.
I was trying to butter you up just enough.
Nope, I knew it was coming. Let the record will show. I was shaking my head fervently ahead of that.
Yeah, sure.
I freaking knew, dude. I'm unfazed. When you're in the Ninny dome that long, everything's Ninny. It doesn't matter. There's no difference.
I wake up, I brush my teeth a Ninny. I take a shit a Ninny. I take a shower a Ninny.
Damn right. I'm a Ninny. How's it going, folks?
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Happy Chiefin. Welcome to the Tribe podcast day. Go ahead. Check us out on social media if you have not yet. Before you do that, make sure you open up this app. Whether you're taking a dump, you're driving, I don't care. Use your phone. I'm not liable. Go ahead and like and subscribe to where you're listening right now. And go hit us up on social media. I think we're on TikTok now.
We are on TikTok now. Yeah, you've been posting on it. Don't say, "Oh, I think we're on TikTok now." It's like eating a sandwich and being like, "Geez, I think I'm eating right now." I don't know.
Show the proof.
You're the only other person with access to that account. I've been posting a couple of things, but you've been posting the majority of the things on there.
I rest my case.
Oh, dude, speaking of which, I posted one on my TikTok, and I tried posting it in ours, but it didn't really get any traction. But on mine, I got freaking 15,000 likes.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Luckily, when I only got I think it was 1,000 likes, I put in my bio Chiefin podcast. So maybe some of the people accessed that and now they're on to this. But at the same time, the one that blew up was me pretending to be Australian. So they're probably going to come to this and be like, what the fuck? You're not Australian.
That's funny, dude. Yeah, TikTok's crazy just with the reach you get.
Yeah, it was nuts. I think I've gotten I think it's over 20,000 people have viewed it. This one guy, I was watching his videos and he got over 1.3 million subscribers in a week because he posted a couple of videos and then they just blew up.
Jeez, that's a shit ton.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. But they are hilarious. I saved them all.
I was thinking this. I wrote this down on now that we're talking about social media. I was trying to remember and think because we had social media when we were in high school and college for the majority of our adult lives. I'm trying to remember what it was before there were memes, before meme culture was big and popular. Because I feel like that's all I use it for now is just memes. Even TikToks are memes. You know what I mean? What did we do?
They are. Well, you would go on YouTube and you'd look up cat videos.
No, I'm talking about on Facebook. What did we do on Facebook? Because I feel every time we got home, we would that's probably the only thing we went to was Facebook.
Yeah, and I remember I get all these, all these memories from Facebook saying. You gotta
stop burping into the mic. It's so hard to edit out.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't burp into the mic. I burped to the side of the mic.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it.
So I get these memories from Facebook saying that, oh, you posted this a year ago or 2 years ago. Or sometimes it's 10 years ago, back when we were in high school. And it says dang, I'm so freaking bored. More than 75% of the posts that I did were, I'm so freaking bored. Or, I really don't want to do homework today. Or, wow, slept for 13 hours today. It was it was a very consistent posting schedule that I had. It was post right after school, post before school, and it was always wow, really don't want to go to school today. Wow, really hated school today. And then, wow, can't wait to go to sleep for 14 hours.
That's funny. So it was just us updating people because I remember there were games. It was explain who this is and share it. But I feel that was kind of towards the tail end of when we were using it.
There was another one that was 20 questions, and
yeah,
it would ask you these 20 questions about said person, and then you would answer them. And if you answered enough of them, then you would get coins to go and find out the answers that people asked about you. So one of the questions was, do you think Daniel Shaw has ever done steroids? And I was like, one person said yes to that? I'm like, I'm a shrimpy little dude with like strings for arms. There's no way that this is right. And then I click on it, and you know who it was? Motherfucking Josh, that prick.
Well, to be fair, everyone to Josh feels like they do steroids. Shots fired, Josh.
I'm honestly thinking that he just clicked on it just to answer them as fast as possible so that he could get the coins to figure out who answered questions about him.
Yeah, what the fuck? There was coins in Facebook?
Well, not coins. It was like points. Like you accumulated enough points to buy an answer from someone else and see what they said about you. But it showed how many people answered what questions, And
That's
like
wild.
one of them was like,
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it said like, oh, one person has answered this question as yes. So I was like, who the hell would think that I took steroids? So then I look it up and it's Josh, and I'm like, you son of... I've never once confronted him about that. And this is the I feel like this is the space to do that, to just confront the hell out of Josh. Like, you freaking prick. When you listen to this, just know that I still love you. It's okay.
JK, I'm going to shoot up into my butt right now. Pause. Steroids, okay?
Okay, I was
I said pause. Very concerned. It's okay. I'm in the clear. If you say pause, that's all you need to do.
I don't know if that's true.
It's the PC guys, version
so
of
if you haven't noticed, if you haven't noticed, we're doing a Tomatalk today. Bryce is Tomatalking about shooting up in his butt.
Pause.
And I'm over here just having the best time of my life.
What are you sipping on, Daniel? Because you might have what I want to be talking about in my second point.
I swear, if it's about what I'm drinking, I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
It's about
right now
hard seltzers.
It is a hard seltzer, yeah, dude. Honestly, I don't even care who judges me for drinking that. They taste good. They get you a pretty good buzz, and
I have 2 points here. One,
and they have like low calories. They don't make you all full and if I chug too many.
Yeah,
if I chug
now
too many
who
beers,
sounds
I'm like
soft. That sounds worse than shooting up into a butt, dude.
I don't think so. And then he's saying I'm gonna shoot it. No. I'm not soft at all.
You didn't say
I
pause.
drink these because I choose to. I don't need to say pause. There's nothing weird about drinking a Four Loko. Oh God, nothing weird about drinking a Truly or a White Claw or a Natty Light.
Here are my points. One, does the rest of the world drink hard seltzers? Like, in Canada, are they a thing? In Mexico and Europe? Like, is it just the U.S. that's doing this experiment over the last year?
I feel like they're probably doing it in Mexico because, I mean, if you look at the labels of like where it was brewed or packaged or whatever, it'll probably tell you that it's packaged like in Mexico.
Well, yeah, I know like a lot of the Mexican beers, they're bottled in New York. Like, does that mean they're just brewed in New York, so they're not even Mexican? Like, I think Corona's manufactured in New York.
Yeah, but it was probably a recipe from someone in Mexico. So it's originated in Mexico, and then they're just mass producing it elsewhere. It's like McDonald's. They have McDonald's in Japan, but it's an Americanized thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. My second point on hard seltzers is, when is this going to end? This trend is stupid. I think this trend should end. It's getting...
Hey, dude, I like them. They're good.
It's getting oversaturated. Like, no, seltzers go away. If you don't want to drink, like, an alcoholic drink, you drink beer. We're not adding new categories. I'm putting my old man pants on, and I'm calling for this is my 2021 presidential election, because we're going to rerun the election, I think. This is my platform, on top of all the other things I've said, is canceling hard seltzers.
See, I don't agree with that one at all. I like the hard seltzers, and I feel like if someone wants to drink something, they should just drink it. It tastes good. It's got a higher percentage alcohol than most light beers, sorry. And it doesn't make you feel all full after like 2 of them. After I have like 2 beers, I'm like, dude, I can't even eat food right now because I'm so full. And then I burp, and then you get all mad that I'm burping into the mic. And then I fart, and you're getting all mad because I'm farting into the mic.
For the record, all the burps into the mic, I'm pretty sure have been seltzer-related burps.
A couple of them have not.
Yeah, ball.
A couple of them have not. They've been margarita burps.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, see? Or kombucha. Honestly... Kombucha. You getting me into kombucha is the whole reason why I'm burping so much. Because those things, they make me burp so freaking much, dude. I had one today. It was called green something. It's Synergy. And man, it is a very weird tasting one. It tastes
I don't think I like that one.
The first one's
like
nasty.
Green drink, right?
Yeah, I think it's called green drink. But like the first sip you take is like, oh, that's disgusting. Mm-hmm. And each sip after that tastes better than the last. but for the most part, it's not good. But I drink it because I'm like, it's probably really good for me.
Yeah, it's good for your gut, I think. So they say. Don't take my word for it.
Well, it's not just that though. It's also they had like green or blue algae in there, and it's supposed to be really good for your stomach and just your overall health. So I'm like, okay, that's probably the healthiest one out there. I'll drink it today because I had Chipotle. So I was like, that counteracts it, right?
Your stomach is just a cesspool right now. Chipotle, kombucha. What are you drinking right now? Seltzer.
Truly, yeah.
Pizza, chicken, French fries.
Dude, so today I went into work early and I parked on the street because the whole parking lot was full. And then I'm on my way to go to my car to go get Chipotle, and I'm like, okay, I got this amount of time. I'll have just enough time to get lunch, get a kombucha, and then go back to work and make it on time. I get in my car and I look on my windshield and I got a freaking ticket. I was so mad. Street sweeping, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Horrible. I was so pissed because I went in there. No. It was right by Esperanza. Remember we got tickets in Esperanza because we were playing disc golf on the soccer field, and then we like saw the street sweeper and we're like, wait, no, and we're like sprinting as fast as we can. We're like, please, no.
Dude, getting street sweeper tickets suck. It's just
They're
a street
horrible.
sweeper, then there's that little freaking ticket writer. It's always in a white Camry.
Always oh god, it's the worst.
Yeah.
And as soon as you see them, your stomach just drops.
Yep.
All the blood is now gone from your face. You've gone white. You're like, oh, no.
This
And
guy's job is
being
being a minnow. He just swims behind the shark.
It is the worst. I hate it. So I look at the ticket and I'm like, oh, please don't be a ticket. Please don't be a ticket. I thought it was going to be like a note like, hey, please don't park in front of my house, because I forgot that street sweeping was a thing because I live in where they don't do that shit. They're nice here. So I look at the ticket, $40. So I'm like, okay, let me do the math here. And I did the math, and apparently the hours that I went in early didn't counteract the ticket. I actually just basically spent $6 to come into work early. So
Congrats.
I was like, gosh,
that sucks, dude.
It was so frustrating. But then I'm like, you know what? There's probably a plus to this. And I'm still searching for it, but I'm sure there's going to be a plus.
The plus of this is Final Destination. You avoided your death, actually, because you came in early. There was a spaceship that crash landed.
Yeah. Or there was like some accident that I avoided on my way to work because I went early rather than at the time that I was supposed to.
Yeah, caused by a spaceship.
That's probably what it was. Definitely. Yeah, it was a spaceship. Someone else got abducted and then probed. It was probably you. Putting stuff in your butt.
Pause.
Ready to shoot up. Pause.
Pause.
Ready to shoot up heroin into your butt.
Pause,
I'm sorry.
dude. It's okay in Oregon now.
It's okay.
I have a funny story. It's kind of a little dated now that we're a couple weeks out from the election, but to me, it's the funniest and like pettiest shit ever. So we live on where we live is very conservative and very MAGA. Not like hardcore, but like you'll see more Trump signs than you're going to see Biden signs. Even though surprisingly Biden like outvoted Trump in our county, which is very surprising to me. Any Hoosier. So where I live, we always walk our dog every night, every morning. And there's multiple cul-de-sacs we walk into. Progressively over the last couple of months, there's been two houses that have been competing with one another just in terms of signs. First, one house put up a Trump sign, then its neighbor put up a Biden sign. And then progressively, they just added more shit to their front lawns for like the past 2 weeks. And then it only dawned on me recently how like silly and petty it is, because like the whole idea of putting a sign out is to like get other people to notice and maybe like I don't know, take action, right? That's why like most signs are up on like busy streetways and stuff. But it kind of makes no sense to put signs up when you live in a cul-de-sac. Like you have no one that's gonna just be passing by that you might sway with your vote. You know what I mean? And then to progressively
like, oh, this is a fantastic cul-de-sac. I think I'm gonna vote for Biden now.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like you're just like put up. I get it. It's like putting up a sports team sign to like show who you're rooting for. But just like putting more and more and more, and just the idea in general of putting like a political sign is so stupid. It's not doing anything. You're literally just showing people who you support, which is fine. But I don't know. To me, I guess the idea of signs is more to like, it's not just support. It's to, I don't know. Maybe it's to get other people to piggyback and actually take your side.
Dude, I would love to see like an easily swayed person walk down that cul-de-sac and see both Trump and Biden signs and just like freeze in the middle of the street like, which one do I vote for?
Yeah, you see him like pacing back and forth.
Yeah, he's like, oh god. It's like a Rain Man situation where he's like, he's like hitting his head. I don't know.
Oh man, but yeah, I thought that was funny, and I love that you're getting into more of a norm. It's Christmas time, all the signs are coming down. It feels like, well, fuck it, dude. Yeah, we're into more of a norm, I guess, because our county's back in like restricted where everything's closing down. But politically, and like just culturally, I feel like we're into a bit of a norm in the news cycle, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe everything fucking closed down again. We're in. This is so stupid. Like, I'm starting to actually understand the rules and like the limitations. Like, we're in purple now. I guess purple means you're closed for like 2 weeks because you have to have you can't have more than 5% out of every 1,000. I'm butchering this, but it's like 5% out of every 1,000 tests can't be positive. And we were like marginally over that percentage. So now we have to shut everything down for 2 weeks. I don't know where they came up with these rules. It's crazy, but it's so silly that I've tried to distance myself from them so much, but it's gone on so long that I actually know this shit somewhat.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Like how much it's fluctuated up and down. Oh, by the way, while we're recording, I don't know why I just remember this right now, but this is the day where we first realized COVID was a thing. This is the first day that COVID had, I guess, infected someone
in the U.S.
Not in the U.S. No. In like Wuhan, China.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the birthday. What is it? November 17th. The birthday of coronavirus. So happy birthday!
You son of a bitch.
Coronavirus deserves birthday sex because it's been fucking me all year.
Oh my god.
and it's my time. It's my turn to do the fucking. Okay.
Dude, that's actually so depressing to hear that this is coming into like we're lapping last year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'll overlap once we get to I think January or February. That's when we started to realize, oh my god, it's coming to the U.S. We got to actually figure out a way to make it stop. And then that's when like the whole quarantine stuff, the scares started happening, and toilet paper was being bought by everybody. Canned goods were off the shelf because everyone bought everything in stock.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It was just, and then all the bidets were bought out on Amazon because everyone was like, "There's no toilet paper. We got to figure out a different way to wipe our ass."
That's
how about a high-powered water gun?
Pause.
Bidets.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause. Sorry.
Every time you use
we
a bidet,
figure out a way to clean our ass. Pause.
If every time you use a bidet you don't say pause, you're a little sus. Okay.
You're about to turn it on. You're like, pause.
Pause. And then that's like it's like an advanced one where that's a trigger word to actually get it to spray. Is saying pause.
Yeah, it's voice activated. Uh-huh. It will not turn on until you do that.
There's something there, dude. For the thug that wants to clean his butt.
Uh-huh. What would we call that? Butt thug? No, that sounds bad.
Butt thug.
That sounds like butt plug. Like, we can't do that.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. I feel like I'm brain
How about
dead.
just thug wash?
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. Thug wash. Thug wash. When you want to wipe your asshole, but you're not feeling flamboyant enough to.
Yeah, there's like some kind of Chappelle bit or Key and Peele in there.
Yeah, for sure. Same with the Trump and like Biden posters coming up. You could totally have like over exaggerated sides. Like the Trump supporter, he has like a sign that he starts putting up. Then he starts putting like Christmas decorations up that have to do with like his face on the top of the roof. And then he just like starts putting AR-15s in his front lawn. And then he like
what? What are you talking about? Where'd this come from?
I don't know. Just kind of popped in there.
I'm like so lost in this train of thought right now.
Well, it's getting more and more dramatic. Like you said, they're putting up more and more signs in each yard, and then it's like, okay, we got one sign in my yard. Oh, we got two signs in my yard. Biden's across the street, like Biden supporter. He's got two signs in his yard. Oh, now I put three signs in my yard. Oh, now I put a gun. Now I wear MAGA hats everywhere. Now I do this.
Oh yeah, like the Key and Peele scene. Yeah. It's like the hat where he like the stickers, and then eventually it's like a Chinese kid making the hat.
Yeah. He's like, yo, man, my hat just came out the box. And he's like, check out my hat, man. It's still in the box. Still got the tag on.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly, like that.
All right, I have one other thing I want to... Actually, two other things. One is a interesting thought, and two is a really funny idea I thought of last night. That I've had these in my notes for a while. I wanted to get through them. I think a really horrible thing to be right now during this pandemic, especially when people are shaming you for wearing, or where there's the pressure to wear a mask, that you should be wearing a mask type of thing, is being a mute person. Like, imagine being mute, having to wear a mask, and not being able to communicate. Well, I guess no, that premise doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Because like if
they would use sign language.
Well, yeah, and also if you didn't have a mask on, you still wouldn't be able to talk, so it'd be no difference. But you could at least mouth like, I can't talk. You can't do that if you have a mask on.
Did you say Gandalf?
No, I was saying I can't talk. It's a good mute.
You're like Gandalf.
But yeah, it's just like I want to hear what it's like for mute people. So go ahead and call in and tell us how your experience has been right now during the pandemic.
And we'll get our local deaf person to answer that call. If you'd like to be seen in person, we have Helen Keller on call. Oh my God.
What were you gonna say?
I saw a TikTok the other day. It was kind of actually like jarring at first because it said, oh God, what did it say? It said the life of a deaf person during the pandemic, and it shows all the sound was cut out, obviously. And they have like the door. They slam the door. Can't hear anything. They go into like a crowded restaurant. Can't hear anything. They someone's like honking in the car behind them, but they can't hear it. And they're like, and they look up and they see, oh, it's a green light, I gotta go. And then they are trying to talk to someone, but their mask is on. And so they're like, hey, and they're about to like write something on the paper, saying like, oh, hey, what are you saying? But then they're like, oh, no, don't get too close because it's a pandemic. So then they just left. And then another thing was like, their coworkers were joking around, and then they walk up and they're like, they sign like, hey, what are you saying? They're like, oh, it's too long to explain. Sorry, we got to get back to work. And I was like, fuck, dude, that was like really upsetting. I was like, damn. I was hoping there was going to be like a happy ending at the end, but it just ended like that. And I'm like, okay. Oh, no, sorry, there was a happy ending. They went home and they saw their dog. Oh. And they were like, hi. And it's like, the dog doesn't need anyone to hear them or to talk to them.
And the dog said, stay away. We're in a pandemic.
Yeah, the dog sign language to the person. Fuck off.
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty depressing.
Yep. What was the last thing you wanted to say?
All right, the last thing, we were watching a show, and in the show they're at this restaurant and something happens like loud in the restaurant, and another table feels bad for the couple that was at dinner. So they send over like a bottle of wine. And I thought, how hilarious would it be to be at a restaurant and you like send over a plate of fajitas and then you see like the waiter just walk over to this table that didn't order this food, put it down and say, this is from the party in the corner. You just like tip your cap. Like just like sending them some random food. Like, what the fuck?
Or like, yeah, like the most random, like this tuna melt is from the party over there.
Yeah, you tip your cap all smug.
You're like, hey, yeah, you look like a tuna melt kind of gal. Yeah. So there you go. Enjoy.
Just the thought of that to me I was like giggling so much.
Oh, dude, this is so funny. So I'm in the supermarket, or I'm in Trader Joe's, and there's this lady talking to the guy behind her, telling him that he needs to back up because he's too close. And I'm like, lady, this guy's way more than 6 feet apart. He's at least like 8 feet apart, right? So she's like, going back and forth. I'm like, fuck, dude, like, leave the guy alone. And I didn't want to butt in or anything because it's not my business. It's not. I didn't have a dog in that fight, so I just bought my 2 kombuchas, and then I was about to head out, right? But then I'm like, you know what? I gotta fart really bad. I think the best thing I can do right now is to just fart and have her come right up next to it and smell that stank. So I farted, and it was such a hot fart, I felt bad. Because then I realized the cashier is right on the other side of that, and he has to just sit there and deal with it.
You might have been okay, because I was thinking about this the other day too. Public farting, everyone's wearing a mask. You can get away with a lot more than you could before.
I don't know, man, because I make a face when I fart, and my face turns red. So
I think
he
you're
probably knew it
pushing
was me.
way too hard.
I'm kidding. I don't turn red. And
I've
make a
heard
face,
that's
but-
like because of steroids, people get kind of
Oh yeah,
backed up.
their colon gets blocked up and they can't fart as easy. Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing a documentary on that, I think. Or no, it was Bill Nye. He was like, steroids will shrink your balls and make it harder for you to fart. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill. Pause.
Bill Nye, the science guy. Science rules.
Well, yeah, I hope that you just committed a terrorist act of gassing the local lawns or wherever you were at. That's horrible.
Yeah, I feel like mustard gas would actually be a step down from that fart because it was hot and I got out of there quick, so I didn't get any of it.
Tear gas?
But I'm sure that lady
more
like gagged.
Rear gas, if you know what I mean, dude.
Pause.
That's all I got, dude. I'm out of notes. Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest on this Tomatalk? Folks, I hope we've been all over the spectrum this week, from Roy G all the way to Biv. Hope you enjoyed it.
And to those on the spectrum, I'm talking Rain Man.
I'm talking AT&T.
Can you hear me now?
It's good. Sprint.
All right, man. I think that's a good stopping point, honestly.
Folks, hope you enjoy your weekend. Enjoy this last boring weekend before we're in the full swing of holidays. We'll be heading into Thanksgiving next week. And from there, it's basically Christmas month. So enjoy this weekend. We'll be back next week with another episode. And as always, keep it chiefin'.
Keep it chiefin'.